Alright, first thing I'm going to try to do here is get the axle put back in on both sides. I'm going to start here on the driver's side. Alright, as you just saw, my passenger side axle splines actually have a lot of corrosion and rust on it. I tried to clean it up, but it's too far gone to really be able to slide into the hub. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the bleeding the brakes, get that knocked out, and hopefully one of my friends will be able to give me another D-Series axle to use on the passenger side today. That way we can get this thing on the road. So let's go ahead and jump onto the brakes and knock that out. Okay, we have the brakes bled. That they should be ready to go, but my friend was not able to supply me with an axle on the passenger side, so I had to run to the parts store and pick up a replacement axle. That's what I've got over here, so let's open this thing up, see if we can get it put in. The wheels and tires that I pulled off this car were in pretty bad shape. I think the date code on them was 2014. They were dry rotted and cracked, so I really don't want to drive on them. They're not safe. So I went ahead and pulled down the wheels and tires that I pulled off of my 95 Civic. We throw those on here. That way the car is actually safe to drive. So let's get this thing lowered down and see if we can hit the road. Alright, success. The car drives on its own power for the first time in who knows how long. I'd say years. It looks like this thing's been sitting a while. It took a lot of work to get it on the road. It's definitely not something I would call reliable. It needs a lot of maintenance items on it, but really the goal here was just get this thing on the road and get it registered, and then I'm going to bring it back here and I'm going to start tearing it down. So hopefully in the next video I'm going to actually start the tear down of this. It really depends on when I can actually get the car to the DMV and get the title transferred and the car inspected. But however long that may be, we're going to keep progressing on this car, and we're going to get this thing cleaned up and looking just like the other one over there. Super clean, hopefully more of like a European styling. Probably going to stick with the stock wheels and things like that, but that's far into the future. This thing is going to be torn down almost completely before we get to there. So stick around in the next episode, and hopefully it'll be on this. And if it's not on this, then I've got something in store over here on the shelf that I may dig into and show you how to do.